We know tonight's Game 3 result was disappointing for so many.
Yeah, but luckily we have some experts on standby tonight. Our Kevin John and Matt George are live at the Chase Center right now, and they join us again to break it all down.
Matt, Kevin, what went wrong for the Kings tonight?
Pretty much everything. How much time do we have to discuss that? You know, this was one of the worst shooting performances I've ever seen, and this comes off Game 2 where they had a atrocious shooting performance. Matt George is obviously joining me right here, and Matt, the interesting thing about this, it wasn't like the Kings were just throwing up these wild, erratic shots. A lot of these shots were good looks, and they still weren't going down.
No, it's been this way the entire series. The Sacramento Kings are getting good looks from three-point range because, quite frankly, the Warriors are daring them to take three-pointers at this point. They're mucking up the paint. They're trying to make sure the Sacramento Kings don't have any space and room to breathe in the paint as soon as anybody attacks, not just Fox and Sabonis. It's 2-3 guys meeting them there at the rim. Mike Brown wants more sprays, wants the Kings to kick the ball out to the perimeter more than they are. But even when they are, they're getting good looks, wide open threes from some of their elite shooters, and they're just not falling. At this point, it's impressive that the Sacramento Kings are up 2-1, considering how bad that they've shot in this series thus far. But this Warriors team is lurking, and they can quickly even up this series on Sunday. It's a clean slate at that point, best out of 3. If the Kings don't get their shooting going, they might be from a great spot to a bad spot quickly in this series.
Absolutely. I mean, collectively, they're shooting about 26-27% from 3 in this series. And also, 2 of their biggest three-point shooters, Keegan Murray and Kevin Huerter, have yet to really go off in any one of these games. Keegan has been practically disappearing. At any rate, Mike Brown talked about their three-point shooting woes and basically what he liked and didn't like. Take a look.
You know, you give them credit though, but we're missing some open threes. I thought Keegan had a couple open. I thought Fox had it, and they're, they're trying to make certain guys shoot open threes, and we definitely didn't make them tonight. But for the most part, I would take all the threes that we took.
Back out here at Chase Center, so you heard Mike Brown kind of, in a way, saying that he supports many of those threes that they took. Now, Matt, another thing that really hurt the Kings tonight were turnovers. They had 22 turnovers, and in addition to the 22 turnovers, that led to points for the Golden State Warriors. And when you're turning the ball over and that's leading to points, that's not a good recipe.
Now, I think you're mixing up the number just a tiny bit.
Oh, 15.
They had
15 turnovers,
for
22 points.
Warrior points.
Thank you.
And that's more than the Warriors scored off turnovers in games 1 and games 2 combined. So, in addition to the Sacramento Kings continuing to struggle from three-point range, they didn't do the dirty things, the little things, win those hard battles. They gave up way too many offensive rebounds, way too many second-chance opportunities in this game. So if your shots aren't falling, you need to win those other in-the-trench battles. Those battles are harder to win on the road than they are at home, but not being able to shoot plus losing those battles, that's a recipe for a loss, and that's what we got tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And whether it's 15 turnovers or 22 turnovers, it's too dang much turnovers that happen there. So I guess, Matt, looking out to Game 4, which is coming up here on Sunday, the Warriors did what they wanted to do. They won tonight. Sunday, what should the Kings be thinking right about now?
I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. You're getting good looks from three-point range. You just have to start hitting them. And this team has too many offensive weapons to be afraid at this point in time. At some point, law of averages says they're going to have to start falling, right? I mean, it's ridiculous at this point how much the Sacramento Kings are missing from three-point range. So keep shooting, keep moving the basketball, and focus on winning those little battles in the trenches and not allowing so many offensive rebounds, second chance points, and points off turnovers.
See, the three-point shooting is so bad you got Matt George coughing up here, okay? So hopefully we'll see what the Kings will do on Sunday. But we do know you guys can watch the game right here on ABC 10 this Sunday. Chris, Laura?
And that wasn't Matt George getting all choked up, right?
No.
I don't think so.
No. I tell you what, we are not going to sweat this game. Look, we understood that this is, it's a marathon, right? It's not a sprint. And it's one of those things where it's the best 4 out of 7. Game 4 right here on ABC 10 on Sunday. Guys, thank you so very much.